Hello, Namaskar. My name is Dr. Pratap Chauhan, Director Jiva Ayurveda. Today I am going to share with you something about hypertension or high blood pressure, as it is commonly known as. Hypertension or high blood pressure is called a silent killer, very rightly, because sometimes people are not aware that they have blood pressure, and one day suddenly they have a heart attack, they can have a stroke, or one day they find out that there is swelling on their body and they have a kidney is not working properly. Kidney can be damaged also due to hypertension. What are the main primary symptoms? How you can know that you have a high blood pressure? It's very important that you should know some of these symptoms. If you have often headache, especially when you wake up in the morning and you wake up with a headache in the back of your head, or you are finding some stiffness in your neck or some stiffness in your muscles, if you have palpitation very often, if you have some kind of anxiety or fear, if you have also problems in sleeping, when you go to sleep you are not able to sleep, and sometimes you even feel that your body is feeling very hot, especially some heaviness over the eyes, you feel sleepy and as if the eyes are becoming a little heavy. If you have any of these symptoms, giddiness sometimes, please do not ignore, immediately go and check. Even otherwise also I advise that often you should check your blood pressure. Otherwise sometimes you don't really get symptoms, or even if there are symptoms, you just ignore them. You think like, oh, it's just a small headache, or maybe last night I was a little bit stressed and I was not able to sleep properly, or maybe it's too hot tonight and it was very hot and I could not sleep and I was feeling very hot. So you do not ignore these small symptoms, and I suggest that at least after 35 years of age, everybody should get regular checkup of blood pressure, maybe once a month or once in couple of months if you are not a patient. And very important thing is that if you do have a blood pressure and you are taking tablets, some of us think that just taking these tablets is fine and then you can do whatever you want to do. This is also not a very good approach. Of course it is good to keep the blood pressure under control by taking tablets, but at the same time we must be concerned to find out what is the root cause of this blood pressure, and you should actually make an effort to get it completely out of your body, completely root out the disease, which is possible. Through Ayurveda it is possible, and in Ayurveda we always talk about the root cause. So if we want to discuss a little bit about the root causes of blood pressure, according to Ayurveda all three dosas can cause blood pressure, but primarily Vata is a very prime factor, especially a type of Vata which is called Bhyan Vata. Bhyan Vata is circulating all over the body. It is responsible for circulation of our blood. It is also responsible for nerve impulses or neurotransmission. Whenever Bhyan Vata gets out of balance, it can cause hypertension. Second important thing is Pitta. Pitta can also cause high blood pressure, especially when you have hyperacidity. Don't ignore it. This can lead into high blood pressure. Many people having hyperacidity, they take one antacid and at the same time they are eating a lot of acidic foods, and one day it gets converted into hypertension or high blood pressure. Talking about Kapha, or which we say Ama in Ayurveda, it's a mucus type of material which is very sticky, and you can in a very simple language consider this as cholesterol or triglycerides. When these things increase in your blood, so that can also cause hypertension. Very important, don't ignore the subtle causes. Unexpressed anger. Sometimes you are angry about something but you are not able to express it. Irritation, frustration, anxiety, any kind of stress, emotional stress, very important. Whenever you are having any emotional problems going, you are not able to express it, you are not able to share it with somebody. Those things can be just, if you suppress them, they can also increase pressure in your arteries, in your blood. Especially they'll put some pressure on your heart, and the heart needs to pump more. This is very important. And finally, we do not forget lack of love. If there is no love in your life, if your life is dry, that dryness will increase Vata in the body, and ultimately it will manifest as high blood pressure. So these are the prime causes according to Ayurveda. Talking a little bit about treatment, which is possible if you just be disciplined, if you become disciplined and you just try to take care of yourself for a few months, I am sure you can get off the hypertension pills which you are taking for so many years. You can also completely eradicate high blood pressure. It is not a disease which is very difficult to get out of your body. It can be very easily tackled. All you need to understand is, first of all, your diet. Do not eat too much fried food, junk food, chemicals, or food which contains lot of acid especially, or gas forming food, vata increasing foods. Primarily, as I said, you should be very careful. Smoking is a very big reason. Caffeine, drinking lot of chai in India, especially drinking lot of coffee. In the West, I see people always drinking coffee. Caffeine can also increase blood pressure. Eating foods which are very unhealthy in terms of which are very heavy and difficult to digest. You should be very careful. Always choose a nice diet which is easily digestible. Vegetarian diet is recommended. Lot of fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, and fresh milk products, especially fresh butter you can take. Ghee is also not bad if taken in small quantity, and fresh buttermilk, takr, chach, lassi, matha, whatever you call it. Also fresh milk, warm milk is good. Fresh cheese, paneer is good, but not in large quantities. You can take, because in Ayurveda vata is suppressed by something which is lubricating. So this is a good diet. Exercise is a wonderful thing if you want to really get rid of blood pressure. Regular exercise, at least 40 to 45 minutes or 45 minutes to 1 hour of brisk walking, little bit of jogging, some yoga asanas, or anything that helps to just eliminate some of your sweat. You feel sweating little bit, your cardiovascular exercise we call it. Your heart is pumping the blood and the toxins are flushed out regularly. And do not over exercise. This is very important. Don't exercise so much that you feel very exhausted or tired. Next thing that you can do with exercise is very important. In Ayurveda we call it achar rasayanam. Achar means you have to be ethical, don't forget ethics, speaking the truth, helping others, trying to be truthful and not creating problems for others, not creating violence, not hating others, not having jealousy. These things sound very simple, but they can cause blood pressure also. So in Ayurveda we call it achar rasayan. Follow the acharana, follow the good ethics, follow the good conduct. Always practice something which is good for you and good for others, which is beneficial for you and beneficial for others. Laughter is very nice medicine for blood pressure. Always find a reason to laugh. Don't be so stressed. Life is very short. Just enjoy it. We have come here for a short time. We live here for a short time. Everybody has to go. We know this. So just enjoy, laugh, find a reason to laugh. Laughing, it has proved with clinical studies that laughing actually reduces the production of adrenaline and cortisol, which are the hormones responsible mainly for stress and high blood pressure. So you should always find a reason to laugh and enjoy life when there is even so many difficulties and problems. Don't always be depressed and just very down and dull. And finally, very important, meditation is very important. Meditation, which we always say, connecting your soul to God, very important. When you connect soul to God, the soul feels so full of bliss and ananda, and is contented and happy, and that can ultimately manifest into your body as happiness and health. And if we want to know a little bit about Ayurvedic herbs, there are a lot of wonderful herbs in Ayurveda for which you need to contact Ayurvedic physicians. They will give you. Arjuna is a very nice herb which can be taken in the form of a tea or in the form of tablet. Sarpagandha, not to be taken for a long time, but for emergency is very nice to just bring down the blood pressure. Punarnava is very nice because it helps to clean the channels, and Gokshuru is good. It's a diuretic and also a cleansing herb. These herbs can be used. Some kind of a jam made from rose petals. It is called Gulukand. Very nice. Garlic is very good. You can take one piece of garlic every day, and it's very nice, and it actually helps to also lower the cholesterol and blood pressure. And in the end, I will give you a nice tip. Take 1 teaspoon of onion juice mixed with a teaspoon of honey and drink it twice a day, morning and evening. Take plenty of water, drink lot of water. Hydration is very good because when you hydrate your body remains very full of water, and there is no vata increase in that. So please take care of yourself. very important, don't neglect this hypertension, high blood pressure. Small thing can cause devastating diseases in the body. Take care of yourself, be healthy, enjoy, and thank you very much. Namaste.